This is Waga. Welcome back to the channel. We are going to continue with our SwiftUI series, and what we're going to look at today is navigation. In this case, you're going to navigate from a list. We're going to select an item on the list, and we're going to get more details about the item on the list. In our case, you're going to select from one of these animals, and when you click on it, you're going to get more information about the animal. For example, we click on lion, we are going to go to the details screen, and we are going to see the lion, the image, and then more information, taxonomical information about the lion. So, for example, the lion is of order Carnivora, the family is Felidae, the genus is Panthera, and the species, the binomial nomenclature name is Panthera leo, if you can remember your biology. We're going to do the same for every animal, and for example, elephant, Proboscidae, Elephantidae, Loxodonta, and Loxodonta africana. This is the African elephant, so yeah, the different types of elephant, different species. So this is what we're going to do, and we're going to build it over the next video. And it will enable us to look at lists, how to pass data from lists, and how to pass data from lists and how to navigate. Most importantly, how to navigate. So that's what we're going to do. Let's get started, and we could start off by creating a new project. Let's just start from scratch. Let's create a new project. It's going to be a single view app. Make sure it's SwiftUI. We're not going to use code data, and you can give it whatever name you like. I will call mine Big 6. We actually have 6 animals, not 5. So we could just call it Big 6, like so. And we hit next, and we hit create, and give it a second, and it should start. And the first thing we want to do is to add our animals, the various animals to the assets folder rather. We would come here and we would say, we would drag the lion, we would drag the giraffe. I can put this on GitHub if you want to use the same assets as I do, but you could pick any number of pictures. You could pick any 5 pictures like so. Drag in the cheetah like so, and drag in finally the buffalo. And so we have the buffalo, the cheetah, the elephant, the giraffe, and the lion, and we continue from there. Assets in place. We have our simulator on the right, and we have the app that we're building in the middle. And we come here and we just give ourselves a bit more real estate like so. So we have the text here, it says hello world, and we have a content view here, and this is the finalized version. And the first thing we could do is we could come here and we could create a list. We could create a list, and in the list we are going to have a VStack, right? A VStack which is going to contain the name of the animal, the name and the image, the name of the animal in fact. Let's just have the name first. We could say text like so. And the text of this will be, let's have lion. And already you can see the lines that are forming. We could say the text is lion. We're aiming for this. And yeah, and we could give it a few more modifiers on the font. We could say the font, like so, the font like this. And in it, we're going to say the modifier is going to be the system, like so. And we could go with the size, and the size is going to be, we could say 20. We could go with the size of 20, like so. And the weight can be medium. We can have a medium weight, like so. Weight medium, like so. And we could have the design. The design we could pick. Let's see. Let's go with monospaced. How does that look? Okay, monospaced look nice. Let's see what does rounded look like? Rounded. Okay, what does serif? Okay, let's go with serif. It's more real. This is not serif, but we're just going to go with serif in this case, like so. And after that, we could put an alignment here in the. We could put an alignment in the initializer. We could say alignment like so, and it's going to be. We're starting with leading like so. Yeah. Because you can see here we have an image before the name, we would ideally want to have an image, and the best way to do that is, since they're stacked horizontally, the image and then the name, we could just embed this or wrap this in let's control click it. No, let's just select it, select this, and we are going to embed we embed the entire VStack actually. Let's embed the VStack in a HStack. We come here and we embed it in a HStack. And yeah, we embed it in the HStack. Now we can select a suitable image as our image view next to the name. And that's what we're going to do. And for that, we could just come here and we could say image, like so. And the name of our image is going to be, I believe it's lion. Of course, it looks a bit off. You can't see anything. It's the entire screen. And we're going to add a few modifiers to make it a bit more manageable. We could say resizable, and we could say aspect ratio. The aspect ratio is going to be content mode. Wait, aspect ratio is going to be content. It's going to be content mode, and the content mode is going to be, we're going to go with a dot fill, like so. And after that, we are going to give it a frame so that it's a bit smaller. We could say the width, and it always gives me a problem when I try to do it the other way. It will give, you will get a width like the height before the width. So we could say, let's give it 80, and the height is going to be 80, like so. So we have the width and the height, and after, wait, why is it 80? I think we need to put a comma in between, like so. So I put it, and you see it spilling over. And after that, we could clip it so that we remove the, I've gone over this in another video. So we remove everything that's outside the frame. So we clip it and we round it off, and to round it off, we give it a corner radius, right? We say corner radius, and the corner radius we can put, let's make it 50, like so. So basically that's that. So we have taken our image and we have put the name right next to it. So that's done. Let's continue from there. What we need next is to define a data model that will describe the animals that we have. This was just for show. And oh, before we do that, we could extract this subview, right? So yeah, we could just come to this H stack and completely extract it. And for that, we could hit here, command click, and we could extract the subview. So we hit extract subview, and we're going to call we can call the subview. What do we call it? They say the hardest thing is naming stuff in computer science. Animal row. So yeah, so we could call it animal row, like so, and we could resume, and we see everything is as it should be. After that, we could come here, give ourselves this pane, come back here, and we are going to create a new file. We're going to create a new file, and it's going to be our data model. And so we're going to say we need a new, let's come here and say new, come here, say new file, like so, and we need a Swift file, like so. Hit next, and put it there, and say, what do we call it? We could call it animals. Yeah, we could just call it animals. I don't see, or we could call it wildlife. Let's just call it wildlife. Originally, I'd called it wildlife, like so. Hit create, like so, and we have this file called wildlife. And the first thing we need to import is, of course, foundation. But we're going to import SwiftUI for reasons I will say in a bit. We import SwiftUI, and we create the struct that is going to have our animal, and it's going to be animal, like so. And it's going to have several fields, right? We're going to have a few fields in it, and we want the information that we will use to declare the corresponding attributes to the animal class, right? And that's what we're going to do. And the various things are, we need a name. So we need a name. Let's say name, and the name is going to be a string. And after that, we need an image. So we could say let's image, and the image is going to be a string also. And after that, we need a let order. Order is going also, you guessed it, it's going to be a string. And we're going to have a family, let family, and this is going to be a string also. And after that, we're going to have let species. This is going to be, no prizes for guessing now. And genus, let genus, not genius, genus. String, if you can remember your biology, or if you've done your biology. I noticed some of my viewers are between the ages of 15 and 18. Maybe you've not covered it in class. Us guys covered it in Kenya. We normally cover that in what? About Form 2 or Form 3? Form 3, I'd guess. Or at least that's what I was doing during my time. Syllabus might have changed. So basically we have the name, the image, the order, the family, the species, and the genus. And after that, we're going to create an array with the animals. Now, I've already prepared this array so that you don't have to see all the laborious typing. We could just say let animals. This is the let's give ourselves a bit more real estate. This is going to be the file we cycle through, right? The file we go through and not cycle through. This is the file that is going to be contain all the information about the various animals, and it's on my desktop, and I think it's called untitled, like so. So we are just going to copy this animals. It has all the information about the lion and all that, so that we don't have to paste it. You can get it from the GitHub. I'm going to put this on GitHub, right? So you could get this if you're interested in following exactly along. But always change the. I like making sure that you change the what's it called, what you're working with, so that you can have a bit. It helps learning if you're dealing with a completely different data set. So maybe you work with football players or something like that, and make it along the way. You could change this, make it contacts or whatever. So yeah, so basically we have this, we have the various information, and we'll continue from there. I think we should make this, let's make this small a, animals, like that. And after we make that animals, because we will use the data model to wrap multiple instances of the data in the data model into a list, we need it to conform to the identifiable protocol. And for that, we just need to put in the semicolon here and say identifiable. Now, the identifiable protocol, and that's why we use SwiftUI, so that we can use identifiable protocol. And you can see type animal does not conform to the protocol identifiable, because the identifiable protocol, it needs the class to contain an attribute to identify every instance using a unique ID. So you would need a unique ID in every instance of the class. So for that, you could just come down here and say let ID equals UUID, like so. And we do that. Using UI, we could just simply declare an ID attribute and do this, yeah? Put UUID. Using UID is automatically creating a unique ID, right? If we do this, we have a unique ID. And yeah, so basically that's that. Next thing we need to do is we're going to need to make our list dynamic, and that's what we're going to do. And we go back to our content view. Let's go back to our content view. Let's make our list dynamic. And how we do that is we come to the list like so, and we say animals. We say animals like this, and let's try again. And then after that, we say animal. We could say animal in, like so. And after that, for every animal, create the animal row. And the animal row right now is lion, right? So we're basically going to have 6 lions. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're going to have 6 lions. And of course, we don't want it to show animal. We don't want it to show the lion. We want to show the exact animal, as you can see on the side. So for that, we could create, we add a contact variable, animal variable, sorry. We could add an animal variable. And for that, we would come here and say, within the row, like so. Let's come down here and above the body, right? And we could say let animal, like so. And after that, it's going to complain because we need to pass it in, right? And for that, we would just come here and say animal. We need to pass it to the animal row, like so. So when we do that and we resume, we should see something slightly different. Give it a second. Oh yeah, I forgot. We need to. We can now replace the string here, right? We need to replace the string, and for that we could say animal dot image, like so, and we see the various animals. And for the name, we just come here and we replace it with animal dot name. So we should see the various names. So basically that's what we do. We just add this variable here, pass it into the animal row, and we change the image shown to the animal name and the text shown to, no, the image shown to the animal.image and the text to the animal.name, basically, and we get our list of animals, like so. And for that, we need to create a new view. we need to create the detail view, right? And for that, we would come here and we would say, let's create a new SwiftUI, new, where is it? New file, like so. And it's going to come here and we're going to say, we need a SwiftUI view. And we hit next, like so. And we are going to call it, let's call it detail view, like so, which will contain the details. And we hit that and we get text hello world. And as we did in the animal row, we declare an animal property which will be initialized in our. We declare an animal property which will be initialized in our view later, right? So what we could do here is we could come here to detail view and we could say, we will use this in a bit. Let animal is going to be of type animal, like so. Give ourselves more real estate. And you see it's going to complain here because we have not passed in the animal. And for that, we could just pass in the animal. And the animal in question we wanted to look at is in order to render a preview on the canvas, we can just pass the first element in our animal array, right? So we could say animals and pass in the number 0. We could, the array is animals, right? Let's just have a look. The array is, where is it? Wildlife. Let's come to, it's animals, yeah? So it's animals, not animal. So let's go back to our detail view. And so we just want the number 0. And we hit resume and everything should be as it should be. And we give ourselves more real estate by hitting that button. And after that, we would need to start creating, set up the detail view, what it's going to look like. And what we could do is we could first have let's just come here and we start building it out. We could have an image and the sum view. We have an image like so, and the image of course is going to be the animal dot image. So we do that, we have an image and it's too big, so we need to resize it by using the resizable. We need the aspect ratio. The aspect ratio is going to be dot fill. You can use dot fill or dot fit as you see fit. And the frame, we're going to give it a frame. The frame can be, you can give it width. Why is there no auto completion? Width is 200 and height is going to be also 200, like so. And after that, we're going to clip the areas outside that fall outside. And we're going to use clipped like so. And after that, we are going to give it a bit of radius. So we could say corner radius, and that can be 200. And after that, we are going to give it a bit of shadow. Oh, okay, a bit of shadow. And the shadow is going to have a radius, and the radius can be 5. Okay, you can barely see it. Okay, yeah. So no, 5, not 5. That's 5. It's trying to save. Yeah. So basically, that's what we have. But if you can look at the simulator, when you click, you have this information underneath, right? And to get this, we need a VStack to wrap this image within a VStack. And for that, we would come here and command click like so, and we're going to wrap it in a VStack like so. So basically, we have the image, and after the image, we are going to have a text. And we could actually just put it in we could put the text in a form. Like you see, the way it's arranged, this is actually a form. That's what we're using, right? And for that, we would come under the image. We would come under the image and set up a form. Just give me a second. And we would come under the image. After the image, we would need the name. Yeah, the name is directly underneath. So we actually need to put the name, right? And we would come here and say text, like so. And the text is going to be animal. No, it's not supposed to be in string, sorry. The text is going to be animal dot name, like so. And the one in 0, remember, the first animal in our array, I believe, is the lion. So that's why it's like that. And the font The font is going to be, we're going to make it large. So we want it to be, let's make it large title. This is actually title, but we're going to make ours large title right now. Right, so we make this large title like so, and we could add a font weight. We could say dot medium, like so. And after that, we're now going to use our form. So we could come here and say we need a form, and we're going to put them in a section so it's grouped nicely together. We could have a section like so, and in it we're going to have a H tag. A H tag, you see, this is here, the name is here, and then the value is on the other end. So we need a H tag that is separated by a spacer, like so. A H tag like so. We could come here to the H tag, and oh, sorry, that's actually that's how you do it in Dart. It's actually, you do it like this here, and the text when you're using Flutter, I'm coming from Flutter of course, and the text here is going to be order, and after that we're going to put a spacer. So that you can push it to the other end. Remember, a spacer in a H stack pushes things horizontally, right? In a V stack, it pushes them vertically. And after that, we're going to have a text, and the text is going to be animal. We start with order, right? Dot order, like so. And we're going to give it a foreground color. We're going to make it foreground color. The foreground color, you can say colors.gray, or you could just say .gray. Either is, when you're using this, you could say colors.gray or .gray, like so. And we do it for the others. So we would come here and copy this H tag, like so. Copy it, hit copy. Come down here, paste it. We have another order. Paste it. We have that's the genus, and paste it. We have the order, family like so. And this is going to be animal dot family, like so. I love, and then we get genus, and this is going to, I almost spoke Swahili there. This is going to be animal dot genus, like so. And after that, we're going to have the species, like so. And this is going to be animal dot species, like so. So you're going to pass in the animal species, and that's going to be Panthera Leo, like so. So basically, we have created our details page, and now it's just a matter of hooking it up with the navigation. The next thing we could do, right, is we need to now add the navigation, and in order to navigate, we're going to have to wrap our list with the navigation view. I'm back in the content view screen, right? So what we need to do is wrap this list here with a navigation view. And how we could do that is, you could just write navigation view, but in order to make sure that the braces are the correct place, what you could do, you could come here and do this, and you could embed it in either a H stack or a V stack or a list. And instead of a H stack, you could come and change this to, let's change this to navigation view, like so. So we add the navigation view, and after we add the navigation view, this content view we have here does not have a navigation bar yet. To add a navigation bar, you just need to come to the list, right? The list here. Let's make sure we get the right one. And at the end of the list, we need to add navigation bar modifier to our list, basically. Navigation bar, it's navigation bar title, like so. And the title is going to be, it requires a string, right? And we're going to have the word animals, and you can see it being typed out there. So basically that there are many changes. We could make this smaller, bigger, and I have a video, or I'll be doing a video showing the various, or going through the various modifiers that you can use here. And yeah, so, but basically that's not our goal today. And the next thing you could do is to navigate to the particular detail view of, for example, the lion here. We need to wrap each animal row instance, each instance of animal row created inside this list with a navigation link. So every single instance of the animal row needs to be, of the animal row that is created here, needs to be wrapped by what what's it called, by a navigation link, and then we need to set the particular we need to choose that instance as the link's destination, right? So basically, how we do that is we come down here and we could come here into the list like so, and we say navigation link like so, and in the navigation link we have let's just remove this first, put this and say destination. The destination is going to be let's get rid of this label here like so. The destination is going to be our detail view like so, and the detail view is going to, of course, it requires an animal. That's an old 50 Cent song. Probably just showing my age by singing it. And yeah, and then we need to wrap the animal row with that. So we could come here and do this. Do this, and come down here and do this, like so. So basically, we wrap that in a navigation link, and after that, we could try it out. You can see a link here, and let's make it live. To make it live, we hit this play button, like so, and we click, and when we click, voila, we move on to our lion, and we have this. We can go back. So yeah, so basically, and because SwiftUI can be a bit buggy, we should run it. This is the original. Let's just run it so that you can see if we get the same thing. And build succeeded. Why is it? I can't see it here. Oh, it's going to give us another phone. Okay. Let's close this. Come here. And yeah, basically you have the same thing. So we hit lion, we have carnivora, felidae, panthera, leo. So basically we have achieved our goal. We have made what we set out, and we've seen how to use the navigation link and the navigation bar title. So basically that's how you navigate. This is the first video navigation. I'm going to make another one. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel for more SwiftUI content. I already have a lot of Flutter content. I have several tens of hours of Flutter content if you're interested in Flutter, and I'll also be making some React content in the future. Thank you for watching, subscribe to the channel, and like the video, and I will see you in the next one.